But here we go. The players, they got their lobby set up, they finished their vetoes, and we are in game one.
Yeah, they knew exactly what maps they wanted. You always like seeing that. And we're going to be starting things off on Jagannatha KBBLE. We're here in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. We have the Red Protoss player coming down for land of Seoul in South Korea. And what a soul he's got. He is going to be representing Alpha X. He is the general himself. He is Zoun.
Did you want to play?
I was trying to decide how I wanted to pronounce his name. Yeah.
God damn.
I was like, should I be like Joan? Should I be like Jo-Yoon? Should I be like, you know what? Zoun sounds the best.
Spawning in the top right, but also sending a couple of probes out on the map. Oh my. We have, going for a forge first, the Australian Protoss. He's blue, cannon rushing. It is StarDuck.
He knows exactly what we want to see here, Light. 2 probes versus 1, almost takes it out, but it doesn't quite matter. He will be throwing down these pylons. He's dragging a lot of probes off the map, and Zoun kind of walling that probe in. Now he's not, and the probe does get surrounded. Now it's walled in. Mineral Walk not quite there.
Wow, StarDuck, he was not.
Shuts this down.
Yeah, StarDuck was not expecting Zoun to cancel his gateway. He was caught off guard there. That's why there was no micro on that probe. The probe goes down. Both probes goes down, and this does get stopped.
Shut down. Wow. I really thought StarDuck was gonna pull something off over there. Like, I don't think he was expecting Zoun to cancel that gateway right when it was about to finish up. Right when it was about to finish up, right? But Zoun, he knew exactly what he needed to do. StarDuck isn't done quite yet, though. He is working on his backup. He will be getting a pylon on the low ground. He knows that those high ground pylons are forfeit.
I love how he's still here, by the way. He sent a 3rd probe across the map. He's like, nah, I'm not done, mate. You thought I was finished? Nah, let's go. And the pylon will be finishing up here on the low ground. What's important is that the gateway, because it was cancelled earlier, like the initial unit, this first zealot is so late. So maybe this cannon will be able to finish up in time.
I'm looking at it right now. There is a little bit of surface area if the Zealot is able to break through this pylon, but it looks like it is going to be finishing up in time. Zoun may still try to take this out, but he's going to be losing a decent number of probes. That's actually a pylon.
Yeah, I thought that was a cannon as well. Unfortunately, It was a pylon. The cannon will be focused down. No cannon will finish up here. The probe went down earlier as well, and Zoun, once again, for the 2nd time this game, has shut down the cannon rush.
Nope, StarDuck's gonna send a 4th probe. He actually is. Oh my.
There's a reason why we love StarDuck here. He's great. He's beautiful.
He really is. He is a man of commitment. That's my reference to anyone out there. If StarDuck ever calls me for a reference, that's what I'm gonna say. He's committed.
Exactly. StarDuck is still staying on that 1 base. We'll see what this is going to be. He throws down a pylon. I imagine this is going to be a proxy Stargate ? But actually, the Stargate's at home. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm curious. Oh, DT? He doesn't have a Twilight Council, though.
Yeah.
Maybe he gets a Twilight Council in the proxy. But can he afford it, though?
Okay, hold on. He's getting a gateway at home. I think it would, like, this. It's too much of a gas investment to go for a Twilight Council and a Dark Shrine on top of a Stargate as well. We do have a proxy gateway across the map here for Zoun, so Zoun is now starting to apply some pressure. He's across the map with his Stalkers. Oh boy.
Or any units are out, and oh dear. Now, 2 Stalkers not going to be enough to take out a Void Ray, but StarDuck cannot afford the Crows just yet. Now he's starting to, and this Void Ray will clean out this force, but what can they get done before that? 3 Stalkers are enough to start one-shotting probes, and StarDuck, whatever he wanted to proxy, he's not going to have the resources to do it.
No, not at all.
I'm hoping it's Fleet Beacon, by the way.
The Void Ray does come out, and it will be focusing down these Stalkers, so it looks like he will be able to survive, but he's lost so many workers. 10 probes have gone down this game. And
And that boy Ray actually taking quite a bit of hull damage. It takes a while to kill a Zealot as well. They are light units and they have quite a lot of health on them.
And because of this proxy, Zoun, he can just continue to warp in more and more Stalkers across the map, continue to apply pressure. StarDuck, no, he's going across the map. He's going to be forced to recall if he even has enough energy. Okay, he does. Oh boy.
But one Void Ray though, that's already at half health. What is that going to do against 4 Stalkers?
It's going to die, mate. It's dead.
It's gonna try to do something, and yeah, StarDuck very soon is gonna be at 0 workers. He's still hanging in there. I'm feeling kind of sad right now, lad. I was really hoping that he proxy a fleet beacon across the map, but yeah, just doesn't have the resources to proxy anything. GG's call, and Zoun will be taking game number 1 here. Still showing off that he knows exactly what he needs to do in PvP.
Yeah,
well, he may not be the number 1 PvP player, but he is still in that upper elite echelon, if you will.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do like massive props to StarDuck. Like I love what he was trying to pull off there. I feel like that's what you need to do against a player of the caliber of Zoun. Right, like cannon rush into proxy into whatever you can do, right? But oh god, Zoun, his defense was just so good, so on point.
It really was, and I guess it shows why. I guess it really shows that I don't play Protoss, you know, because he did all the moves that I wouldn't have thought of doing, and it worked out so well for them. It was a complete shutdown.
Also, before we get into game number 2, massive shout out. Thank you so much, Vindicta, for the raid. Thank you. Essentially returning the raid. We raided Vindicta after Battle of the Americas. Now he brings him back.
Yeah, huge love out there to Vindicta. Spam this licka, if you will, for old mate Dicta. As we continue on to game number 2 here of our best of 3 PvP, we are going to be spawning on Beckett Industries, the business incubator, cultivating people, ideas, and resources. I think it's the 3rd one. It's been a while since I looked at your LinkedIn.
Kids.
In the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way to the top right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player coming out from the land of South Korea, getting proxied right now. He is going to be representing Alpha X, the general himself, Jo Yoon.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Beckett Industries, LE, currently proxying his opponent. As you said, with these gateways, we have... Oh my god, this is what Beastlock did to him! This is what Beastlock did! Oh my god! It's the Australian Protoss. It is StarDuck.
He is a learner, StarDuck is. He sees things get dealt to him, and he just adds it to his repertoire.
Oh my god, but Zoun, does he see? No, he does not. He thinks it's another cannon rush, so he's trying to deal with the probe, and it looks like he will kill the probe. For those wondering why we're freaking out, a couple of days ago, as we see another cannon rush being set up, a couple of days ago. Just yesterday.
Less than 24 hours ago.
Less than 24 hours, we casted Grand Platypus Open, and Beastlock did this exact same thing to StarDuck. Oh, no!
And the probes do get taken out. StarDuck went to cannon behind the middle line while the Zealots hammer the front line, but now he's going to have to send another probe across the map if he wants to do that. Zoun, is he going to expand?
He sees it now. Yeah, he checks. He sees the proxy. He shut down the cannon rush. No more probes alive within his main base, and it's going to be so difficult for StarDuck to really push up the ramp here. He needs another probe. There it is. The probe is being sent across the map, and he needs to, I guess, like, try and siege this position. I don't know what you do from here.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, 2 Zealots, they're better than 1 Zealot, aren't they? But then I realized that this is a choke point. It's essentially going to be 1 Zealot versus 1 Zealot. It does give StarDuck a couple of options. He can try to take down the pylon, maybe try to supply cap Zoun over here, but it's going to be a very tough ask. Now Zoun has about the same production, but more units. Going to be fighting in a choke point as well. He is actually microing pretty dang well, pulling back his injured Zealots, making sure that he's only fighting with the healthiest Zealots available to him. And yeah, this is man, Zoun is just a PvP extraordinaire.
Yeah,
honestly.
Not too often do you see Zealot on Zealot action, but as we saw, Zoun was able to micro a little bit better there, was able to take out that probe as well, and GG gets called.
Ouch. Well played over here by Zoun. Just a complete shutdown in 2 games in a row. And I think you were right in what you touched on a little bit earlier. You know, StarDuck, he's definitely the underdog in this matchup. It is probably his best shot is by going for tactics like this, but in the end, Zoun, he is well aware of what Protoss is capable of offensively and in terms of cheese, so he knew exactly how to shut those down. I gotta agree with For Sure and Annette here in the chat. PvP is the right content to watch, or cheesy PvP rather is the correct content to watch. Very entertaining. And honestly, still very entertaining here. I really like seeing how clinically Zoun was able to shut down these builds, even though they didn't. It wasn't the closest match, but it had potential to be. You know?
Yeah, and honestly, like, that was great. Like, this is, as people were saying, like, this is the content that we want to see for sure. Really this is why when I saw the bracket, immediately I'm like, yo, we gotta follow StarDuck because he will be facing Zoun, and that's gonna be insane.
If we have to sit through PvPs, it better be cheesy PvPs, not as macro business where it's like, we will hang back and build up our Phoenix count, and then we will see who has the better Phoenix control eventually. Nah. I'm sorry, Rotterdam, but this is the PvP I want to see.
Exactly. Congratulations, Zoun, as he does move on to the quarterfinals. He's currently waiting for the winner of Drink versus Cure, which I believe is a series that is about to start.
Yeah.